Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Gray Matters, the portion of our show dedicated to brains and how they work. As usual, we are joined by Dr. Leonard W. Beiswanger. Hello, Dr. Beiswanger.
Hello, Nick. Thanks for giving me access to your airwaves.
No problem, Doctor. That's why you pay your monthly fee. What do you have for us tonight?
Well, Nick, over the years, I've gotten numerous letters about self-improvement through hypnotism.
That's a fascinating subject, Doctor. How did you first become interested in hypnotism?
Well, Nick, I started the same way all hypnotists do. You see, when I was a youngster, about 25 or so, I was a quiet, lonely, withdrawn person with questionable social skills and an abnormal attachment to my guinea pig.
So you decided that you would figure out a way to increase your self-esteem by hypnosis?
No, not exactly, Nick. You see, I thought the only way I would ever attract a woman was through post-hypnotic suggestion. It was only after a few embarrassing attempts that I decided to give up and use my hypnotic powers for the good of mankind.
And womankind too, I hope. Let me ask you this, Doctor. Do you have all the certifications necessary to perform hypnotism at your practice?
Well, when I sent away for my psychology degree, I specifically remember putting a check mark in the box next to hypnotism. So if people have any complaints, go talk to the good folks at Degrees for Less by mail.
I see. In your practice, when do you decide to use hypnotism instead of more traditional forms of psychology?
Well, it's important to remember one thing in hypnotism, Nick. That is, hypnotism requires two brains, the hypnotizer and the hypnotizee.
Fascinating.
So the hypnotizer must have a strong mind and will, and the hypnotizee must have the simple brain of a child.
Well, let's get started. I see you've brought a specimen along with you. Is this the hypnotizee with the simple brain of a child?
Yes, it is, Nick. I would like you to meet Michael Everett Nowak.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, Nick. It's a pleasure.
I'm sure that's true. So, Doctor, are we going to make him bark like a dog or something?
Well, first I want to state that Michael has been a patient of mine for many, many years. If I were to try to hypnotize a new patient, it would take many, many hours at my highest rate. But Michael is one of my oldest and best paying patients. Why, I know the inside of Michael's brain like the back of my... Hey, what's that? How'd that get there?
So, can we make him cluck like a chicken?
Please, Nick, hypnotism requires respect. Respect from both the hypnotizer and the hypnotizee with the simple brain of a child. Patients who come to me must feel safe and be assured that I will respect their dignity. We do not make them cluck like a chicken until they're very deep under hypnosis.
Well, let's get started. What are we trying to help Michael overcome today?
Well, Michael has had an embarrassing personal problem since he was a child, haven't you, Michael?
Yeah.
And you've agreed to come here to be hypnotized, haven't you, Michael?
Well, if I'd have known about the cameras and the audience, I'm not sure I would have agreed to this.
Perhaps we should do something else then, Doctor.
Oh, it's okay, Nick. I have his signature on all the forms I need.
Well then, let's get started.
Okay, Nick. Now, I have pre-hypnotized Michael so that any time I wish, I can put him deep, deep under hypnosis in a matter of mere moments.
Deep enough to make him bark like a dog.
Oh, definitely. All I have to do is snap my fingers and he will be deep in sleep. Like this.
Dr. Beiswanger? Hello, Dr. Beiswanger.
Yeah, he does this all the time. I usually let him sleep for a couple of minutes and snap my fingers. Brings him right out.
He does this a lot.
Yeah, but he always wakes up well rested.
Well, I guess we'll go to a commercial. Bark like a dog. We'll be right back.